Yeah, handa na makipagsabayan kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag, may kahalong pangarap gustong maiangat. Larong aking pinag-usayan, walang pake kahit na malatayan. Kahit anong sabihin nila, wala akong pakialam sa lahat ng bagay. Alam nyo na ba, hindi nyo ako maikukumpara. Bawat laro sa aking kada pasa, sa alab na puso laging aasa. Handang suguri ng lahat, tigante man ang katapat. Panis yan sa'kin sapagkat panalo ay aking hangad.
Mabigyan ng buhay, pangarap at hangarin na maging mahusay. Sa daang matira matibay, ang kailangan ko lang ay magsanay. Hindi na pwede na ako ay panghinaan, lahat ng harang ay aking sasagasaan. Walang mahirap kung hindi paglalaanan, lakas at tapang sa bawat laban.
NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng pusong handang makipagsabayan. Pasok palagi ang bola, hindi naliligaw. Batang may galawan, kaya halimaw bumitaw. Bawat pagtira may kumpiyansa sa sarili, di mapigil ng marami, malupit na dumiskarte. Handang pakita sa mundo ang pagkakaiba, pag may pangarap handang makipagsabayan. Sa bawat larong walang humpay, kamay na gustong sumabay. Bawat sakit na may aray, kahit mapagod maglaway, gagawin ko ang lahat kahit ang kaya di sapat. Kahit ang pawis bumakatuloy pa din sa pag-angat, hindi ako mapipigilan lumipad. Ibibigay ko ang lahat sagad-sagad.
Mabigyan ng buhay, pangarap at hangarin na maging mahusay. Sa daang matira matibay, ang kailangan ko lang ay magsanay. Hindi na pwede na ako ay panghinaan, lahat ng harang ay aking sasagasaan. Walang mahirap kung hindi paglalaanan, lakas at tapang sa bawat laban.
NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng pusong handang makipagsabayan.
Lahat ng hirap handa kong daanan, hindi susukuan, dapat pag-usayan. Tuloy-tuloy lang,
kakayanin na lahat na harapin, kahit mahirap sisikaping abutin. Sa itaas ay tumingin, pagbutiin ang lahat, ang bituin ay sungkitin.
Mabigyan ng buhay, pangarap at hangarin na maging mahusay. Sa daang matira matibay, ang kailangan ko lang ay magsanay. Hindi na pwede na ako ay panghinaan, lahat ng harang ay aking sasagasaan. Walang mahirap kung hindi paglalaanan, lakas at tapang sa bawat laban.
NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng pusong handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng pusong handang makipagsabayan. Yeah, handa na makipagsabayan kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag, may kahalong pangarap gustong maiangat. Larong aking pinag-usayan, walang pake kahit na malatayan. Kahit anong sabihin nila, wala akong pakialam sa lahat ng bagay. Alam nyo na ba, hindi nyo ako maikukumpara. Bawat laro sa aking kada pasa, sa alab na puso laging aasa. Handang suguri ng lahat, tigante man ang katapat. Panis yan sa'kin sapagkat panalo ay aking hangad.
Mabigyan ng buhay, pangarap at hangarin na maging mahusay. Sa daang matira matibay, ang kailangan ko lang ay magsanay. Hindi na pwede na ako ay panghinaan, lahat ng harang ay aking sasagasaan. Walang mahirap kung hindi paglalaanan, lakas at tapang sa bawat laban.
NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng pusong handang makipagsabayan. Pasok
palagi ang bola, hindi naliligaw. Batang may galawan kaya halimaw bumitaw. Bawat pagtira may kumpiyansa sa sarili, di mapigil ng marami, malupit na dumiskarte. Handang pakita sa mundo ang pagkakaiba. Pag may pangarap handang makipagsabayan sa bawat larong walang humpay, kamay na gustong sumabay. Bawat sakit na may aray, kahit mapagod maglaway, gagawin ko ang lahat kahit ang kaya di sapat. Kahit ang pawis bumakatuloy pa din sa pag-angat, hindi ako mapipigilan lumipad. Ibibigay ko ang lahat sagad-sagad. Mabigyan ng buhay, pangarap at hangarin na maging mahusay. Sa daang matira matibay, ang kailangan ko lang ay magsanay. Hindi na pwede na ako ay panghinaan, lahat ng harang ay aking sasagasaan. Walang mahirap kung hindi paglalaanan, lakas at tapang sa bawat laban.
NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng pusong handang makipagsabayan.
Ang hirap handa kong daanan, hindi susukuan, dapat pag-usayan, tuloy-tuloy lang. Kakayanin na lahat na harapin, kahit mahirap sisikaping abutin. Sa itaas ay tumingin, pagbutiin ang lahat, ang bituin ay sungkitin. Mabigyan ng buhay, pangarap at hangarin na maging mahusay. Sa daang matira matibay, ang kailangan ko lang ay magsanay. Hindi na pwede na ako ay panghinaan, lahat ng harang ay aking sasagasaan. Walang mahirap kung hindi paglalaanan, lakas at tapang sa bawat laban.
NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng pusong handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng pusong handang makipagsabayan.
Yeah, handa na makipagsabayan, kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag, may kahalong pangarap gustong maiangat. Larong aking pinag-usayan, walang pake kahit na malatayan. Kahit anong sabihin nila, wala akong pakialam sa lahat ng bagay. Alam nyo na ba, hindi nyo ako maikukumpara. Bawat laro sa aking kada pasa, sa alab na puso laging aasa, handang sugurin ang lahat, tigante man ang katapat, panis yan sa'kin sapagkat panalo ay aking hangad. Mabigyan ng buhay, pangarap at hangarin na maging mahusay. Sa daang matira matibay, ang kailangan ko lang ay magsanay. Hindi na pwede na ako ay panghinaan, lahat ng harang ay aking sasagasaan. Walang mahirap kung hindi paglalaanan, lakas at tapang sa bawat laban.
NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng pusong handang makipagsabayan.
Pasok palagi ang bola, hindi naliligaw. Batang may galawan kaya halimaw bumitaw. Bawat pagtira may kumpiyansa sa sarili, di mapigil ng marami, malupit na dumiskarte. Handang pakita sa mundo ang pagkakaiba. Pag may pangarap handang makipagsabayan sa bawat larong walang humpay, kamay na gustong sumabay. Bawat sakit na may aray, kahit mapagod maglaway, gagawin ko ang lahat kahit ang kaya di sapat. Kahit ang pawis bumakatuloy pa din sa pag-angat, hindi ako mapipigilan lumipad. Ibibigay ko ang lahat sagad-sagad. Mabigyan ng buhay, pangarap at hangarin na maging mahusay. Sa daang matira matibay, ang kailangan ko lang ay magsanay. Hindi na pwede na ako ay panghinaan, lahat ng harang ay aking sasagasaan. Walang mahirap kung hindi paglalaanan, lakas at tapang sa bawat laban.
NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng pusong handang makipagsabayan.
Ang hirap handa kong daanan, hindi susukuan, dapat pag-usayan, tuloy-tuloy lang. Kakayanin na lahat na harapin, kahit mahirap sisikaping abutin. Sa itaas ay tumingin, pagbutihin ang lahat, ang bituin ay sungkitin. Mabigyan ng buhay, pangarap at hangarin na maging mahusay. Sa daang matira matibay, ang kailangan ko lang ay magsanay. Hindi na pwede na ako ay panghinaan, lahat ng harang ay aking sasagasaan. Walang mahirap kung hindi paglalaanan, lakas at tapang sa bawat laban.
NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng pusong handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng pusong handang makipagsabayan.
Yeah, handa na makipagsabayan, kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag, may kahalong pangarap gustong maiangat. Larong aking pinag-usayan, walang pake kahit na malatayan.
Generals LJ Mayo, JR Yasa, Edmil Santos, Jonathan Lontok, Kevin Oliveria, Kino Alcantara, Luis Subiro, Mike Sampurna, Christopher Asares, Fidel Castro, Noel Santos, Richmond Hilberio, Francis Tanchoco, Edshel Galoy, Suharto Mabalumba, Dan Natividad, Harvey Sobrabas, and number 13, Mark Gabiran. Their head coach is Bing Victoria. Now give it up for your Bulacan of Republicans. Number 0, Kenneth Ambusan. Number 4, RV Joe Macchio. Number 5, John Reyes. Number 6, Benson Sebastian. Number 7, Patrick Arce. Number 9, Alexander Alolod. Number 11, Christian Nesio. Number 12, Nico Giles. Number 17, Irvin Javier. Number 19, Ivan Santos. Number 20, Gerald Benedictos. Number 24, Gabriel Capasio. Number 25, Sidney Santos. Number 27, Aldrich Liwag. Number 28, Julius Lorenzo. Number 30, Kenneth Carongoy. And number 77, Jobert Medina. Their head coach is Daniel Fernando. Bulacan DF Republicans head coach is JP Magbitang. Please all rise for the NBL hymn.
Dear God, from whom every goodness, wisdom, and strength comes and begins, we are ever grateful as we owe before you all that we have and all that we are. Father, in our every sport and tournament, we ask you, keep us away from any danger, injury, accident, or untoward incident. Keep us safe and free from the infectious COVID-19, and keep us reminded to show true friendship and sportsmanship, that in our actions and showcase of skills and talents, your name may be praised. In your kindness and inspiration, continue making us mature and grow into the best versions of ourselves, where in anything and everything we do it for your greater glory. This we pray in your most holy name. Amen.
Please remain standing for the hymn of the Taguig City Generals.
Bayang pinapala ng dakilang lumikha,
Both teams may continue to warm up.
Yeah, handa na makipagsabayan. Kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag. May kahalong pangarap, gustong maiangat. Larong aking pinag-usayan. Walang pake kahit na malatayan. Kahit anong sabihin nila, wala akong pakialam sa lahat ng bagay. Alam nyo na ba, hindi nyo ako maikukumpara. Bawat laro sa aking kada pasa. Sa alab na puso laging aasa. Handang sugurin ang lahat, tigante man ang katapat. Panis yan sa'kin sapagkat panalo ay aking hangad. Mabigyan ng buhay, pangarap at hangarin na maging mahusay. Sa daang matira matibay, ang kailangan ko lang ay magsanay. Hindi na pwede na ako ay panghinaan, lahat ng harang ay aking sasagasaan. Walang mahirap kung hindi paglalaanan, lakas at tapang sa bawat laban.
NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng pusong handang makipagsabayan.
Pasok palagi ang bola, hindi naliligaw. Batang may galawan, kaya halimaw bumitaw. Bawat pagtira may kumpiyansa sa sarili, di mapigil ng marami, malupit na dumiskarte. Handang pakita sa mundo ang pagkakaiba. Pag may pangarap, handang makipagsabayan sa bawat larong walang humpay. Kamay na gustong sumabay, bawat sakit na may aray, kahit mapagod
A shot there of the road that leads us to where we are right now, the Brenzy Giao Convention Center in the city of San Fernando, Pampanga. Mabuhay Pilipinas! Mabuhay lalawigan ng Pampanga! Welcome! This is the semi-final round of your National Basketball League Surge Fitness and Lifestyle and Coburg Chairman's Cup. That's right, and yes, we are again live and direct here from the Brenzy Giao Convention Center in San Fernando, Pampanga. Of course, Ate Servino here to bring you the action as it happens right before your very eyes. Of course, our first semi-final, we got a good one. It's going to be the Bulacan, the DF Bulacan Republicans going up against the number 2 seed Taguig City Generals. And this is where we are right now. Of course, you see our very beautiful, well-made playoff bracket. And of course, our game that we'll play right now, you see there, number 3. Correct ourselves, it's the number 3 Taguig Generals against the it's the number 2 Taguig Generals against the number 3 Republicans. Of course, the Republicans last Sunday making short work of the Quezon City All-Stars to advance to the semifinals. Of course, let us talk about that game. Well, this is the Power against the Express. Of course, this is for later. We're going to talk about the game last Sunday between the Quezon City All-Stars and the DF Bulacan Republicans. Of course, in that game, of course, the Republicans were the winners. And let's review first the previous encounter between these two teams. This is way back on October 2, 2022. The Republicans winning over the Generals in overtime, 107-104. That was the first game, by the way, of Taguig in this tournament. And then after that, Taguig went on a winning streak. Of course, we see the numbers from that game. Of course, one of the key players in that game was Dan Natividad. Of course, Dan Natividad, the Spitfire, the cat quick guard. For the conference, he's averaging 15 points a game. But he steps up his game when they played the Republicans on opening day. Of course, on your screen right now, a shot there of the Generals. Of course, this is Gabe Capascio, and you can say that Gabe Capascio has been the barometer for the success of the Republicans. Of course, you see there the winning pedigree. Of course, we know Capascio, a second-generation player. His father and uncles were very much involved in basketball. The numbers of Capascio, again, against the Generals, he likes to step it up. And right now, you see Capascio in deep concentration. But before anything further, we turn you over to our Coliseum announcer for the introduction of the starting lineups.
Live from the Brangao Convention Center. This is NBL Season 2022 Second Conference Chairman's Cup Semifinals. Let's first meet the starting five of your Taguig City Generals. At point guard from Ususan Taguig, number 43, Don Natividad. At shooting guard, number 25 from Bagong Bayan Taguig, Edsel Galoy. Small forward from the Anghari Taguig, number 21, Fidel Castro. At power forward from Signal Taguig, number 0, LJ Mayo. And at center from Palingon Taguig, number 3, Jonar Lontok. Their head coach is Bing Victoria. Now give it up for your Bulacan DF Republicans. From Bocaue, Bulacan, number 28, Julius Lorenzo. From Malolos, Bulacan, number 20, Harold Benedictos. From Santa Maria, Bulacan, number 24, Gabriel Capasio. From Hagonoy, Bulacan, number 4, RV Homacchio. And from Plaridel, Bulacan, number 27, Aldrich Liwag. Their head coach is the Honorable Governor Daniel Fernando. First assistant coach.
And we are back for a tumultuous test. You see on the screens right now the starting lineups, and we can say that both coaches, Bing Victoria and John Paul Magbitang, they are sticking with their you can say their regular lineups. Of course, a little switch there, lineups reverse, but of course we know who's playing where. So ready to jump at center. Oh, it's going to be Ari Humacchio, who is right now enjoying a big height advantage over Larry John Mayo. And we're underway here. It's the semifinals of your NBL 2022 Chairman's Cup, the Final Four. You can call it by any way you want. But there's no room for error in this game. And quickly a turnover. Humacchio misses the dunk. Well, let's see if he can recover from that. All right. Taguig now will play it cautiously. They dump it inside, and a good read by the defense. Ball will stay with the Generals. Of course, the Generals are wearing the dark shirts. They're in black. The Republicans in their white with red and blue trim. Mayo at the corner. Frees himself. Met by the double. Somebody's free. Natividad forcing the shot. But look at the airtight defense early on by the Republicans. Like what I said, there is no room for error in this game. And this earlier, we played almost a minute. And we're still scoreless after that miss by Natividad. And you can see on your screens, of course, both teams, they do the tradition of standing up until they have points on the board. And Taguig is still standing up after two misses by Natividad. Lorenzo to Liwag. Liwag says easy. He will take a jumper. Still no good. Ball is loose. Won by Natividad. Natividad now to Castro. Back to Natividad. Natividad left-handed shot. No. Cleared by Humacchio. So night again. 1 minute gone by. No score yet. Lorenzo. You can say Lorenzo has taken over Christian Nesha's spot as the starting point guard. Meanwhile, Galoy, missing the layup. What is happening here? And look at the expression on the face of RB Humacchio. He could not believe he was called a foul. Here it is again. A point-blank miss by Galoy. Oh yes, it was a foul by Humakyo. I mean, he was clearly in contact behind Edsel Galoy. So now Galoy with a chance to have the first points in this game after 1 minute and 21 seconds. But before that, we have an official's timeout. It seems Nesho will check in, and as it looks like Capascio needs to be attended to. He has some blood on his face. Okay, so he will have to see our doctor. And let's hope that Capascio is okay. Okay, so we are set to give 2 free throws to Edsel Galoy. Again, 1 minute and 21 seconds gone by in this game. No score yet. Of course, we are playing 4 12-minute quarters. Professional rules. Of course, this game is under the sanction and supervision of our friends from the Games and Amusements Board, headed by Chairman OIC Attorney Ermar Benitez. Here's what happened. Oh, it looks like yes, an errant hand on the face of Capascio. It sort of scratched his cheek. Meanwhile, 2 for 2 for Galoy. So the generals can sit. I mean, the Republicans can. The generals can sit down, and the generals remain standing up, but not for long. As Humakyo tells his teammates to sit down after that shot. So 2-all is our score, but no field goals yet for Taguig. 2 free throws there by Galoy as their score. Castro can hit this short. Another rebound for Humakyo. Within our transition. Nesho fresh in the game. Liwag one-hander, no good. It's with the generals now. Natividad takes himself. He had options. Misses. Liwag with a rebound. Low scoring game. Of course, we know these two teams. They are known to rack up the points. But again, this is the semifinals. You can say they're feeding each other out at the moment. All right. Galoy has all the points of the game. He also has their first field goal. Humakyo using a series of screens. Humakyo, no. Rebound, Mayo. Natividad, outlet. Oh, killed the lizard there. But they recover. Lontok, yes. And quickly now, Coach Bagbitang calls a timeout. He wants to settle down his troops with this pinpoint passing by the generals. Galoy with their first field goal. And then Lontok with the second field goal. They're on top, 6-2. And we'll be back for more for NBL Chairman's Cup semifinals. All right, let's review the numbers from their first meeting last October 2. Again, we mentioned earlier the Republicans prevailing in overtime, 107-104. And wow, great teamwork there by Taguig, but they fell short. But after this, of course, I said earlier that Taguig, they went on a winning streak. After losing that opening game, they won their next 3 games. But they lost in their elimination round finale against the defending champion Pampanga Delta. Of course, we will be seeing the Delta later on in action against the La Union Power. And then that should be a good one for our other semifinal. Our score is 6-2. We are coming off a timeout that did not produce dividends for Coach John Paul Magbitang. That's right now, Natividad. And a turnover. Oh, check that. There was a foul on the play. Meanwhile, Urban Javier will give Arvi Humakyo a rest. Also, another new player for Coach Magbitang. This is number 5, Axel John Reyes. So Lesho, quick stint on the floor. Came in as a substitute for Capasio. Reyes to Lorenzo. Lorenzo step back 3. Air ball. Galoy with the rebound. Natividad. Natividad is a bundle of energy. Lontok at the low blocks. Lontok muscling his way. Too much muscle. Oh, what a screen! The screen erased Galoy. Javier on the trail. No! And whistle here. Halts play. We have a foul. A push. Falls on Nesho. So it seems that Coach Magbitang has resorted to a 3-guard lineup. Nesho, Reyes, and Lorenzo. Ivan Santos will check in for the first time to replace Liwag. So it's only Lorenzo now who is the remaining starter on the floor for the Republicans. Natividad, tempted by the defense. Shot clock winding down to 10 seconds. Inside. More passing. Shot clock is down to 3. Do they know it? Oh, Natividad. Block on the reverse. Referee says it will be a 24-second violation as the ball, the Spalding basketball, did not hit the ring. Now Capasio, well, he looks like he's okay after getting attended to by a doctor for a wound on the face. Oh, it seems the wound was on his eyebrow. He has a patch on his right eyebrow. Capasio using the screen by Santos. Capasio hesitating to Nesho. Nesho! Wow, look at that. Nesho defying the 3-man defense. Lead of Taguig now down to 2. We're still ahead, 6-4. On the 4 points by Edsel Galoy. And 2 points by Jonathan Lontok. Traveling on Lontok. Of course, here's that earlier basket by Nesho. He was able to split the 2 defenders, and then the last line of defense was no match for the driving Christian Nesho. Capasio spinning. Oh, stolen by Natividad. Natividad is all alone. Well, he did not wait for his teammates. Shot clock says 21 seconds. Well, it's a challenge for the Generals to keep up with the speed of their teammate Dan Anthony Natividad. And a bad pass, ball goes out of bounds in favor of the Republicans. So again, our scoring pace is quite slow because compared to what we are used to with these teams. Of course, Bulacan, they average around the neighborhood of 96.5 points a game. On the other hand, the Gig, wow, look at this. They are averaging 102.6 per game. But I doubt if they will hit that with the way they're playing as of the moment. All right, Javier with 2 points off the bench. Quite an undersized power forward, but he gets the job done, Urban Javier. Lontok. Castro, back to Lontok. Jumper, no. Rebound, Mayo. And feed it inside. And Galoy now with 6 points. Galoy has 6 of the 8 points of the gig. And it will stay with Bulacan. Lucky break there for the Republicans. 17 on their shot clock. Take a look at this strong move by Javier. Reyes with the first triple of the game. That's right, Axel John Reyes, first triple of the game. And I'm sure that will not be the last. More to come, especially when you have a lot of, sharp shooters in the game. Mayo missing, battle for the rebound. Stays with the Generals. Natividad. Oh, Natividad. With 4 points now. Meanwhile, Javier forcing the issue. And he is stopped by the defense. Mayo now will attack, kick out. Castro, good line, yes! And Castro gets his 3 points back. Back to a 4-point lead for Taguig, 13-9. Capascio using the screen. Capascio, kick out. Santos will try his luck. Air ball. Oh, hits the front end. Natividad. Back pass to Mayo. Jumper on the way. No. Galoy. Galoy now with 8 points. Look at this. Galoy has 8 points. And the whole Bulacan side has 9. So Bulacan, they are only 1 point better than Edsel Galoy. Nesho missing. Natividad. Galoy now will wait for his teammates to take their places. Mayo. Castro hit a triple earlier. Mayo. Oh, handoff. Almost lost it. Castro gets it. Mayo. Shot clock down to 3. No. Offensive rebound. First shot clock here. Natividad. Ah, yes. Back-to-back threes now for the Generals. And now Coach Magbitang will call a timeout. Our score is 18-9. Look at this very unselfish play there, recognizing Castro. Of course, great confidence in the game of Fidel Castro. And now Natividad. Here's the put back. And here's the shot by Natividad. And that's our score, 18-9. We'll be back for more of your NBL Chairman's Cup, the semifinals. Of course, we've been talking about the good game today of Edsel Galoy. Of course, Galoy, you would say par for the course, 14 points in this in their first game. And again, Galoy, introducing himself. Of course, we know that Edsel Galoy is one of the younger players here in the NBL. A standout at the University of Perpetual Help System Dalta in Las Piñas. Another steal here. Harvey Subrabas announced his arrival. Oh, he wanted to be fancy there. So they have to reset. Subrabas. Bounce pass. Jumper, short. Battle for it. Won by the white shirts of Bulacan. Lorenzo. Lorenzo will apply the brakes. Goes baseline. And he draws a foul on Subrabas. So at the line, Julius Felix Lorenzo, a find from the De La Salle University Araneta, the De La Salle Araneta University Stallions of the NASCO. Coming in for the first time is their shooter, Harold Benedictos from the Pasig Catholic College in Pasig City. But of course, these young men, they may be studying elsewhere. They have studied elsewhere, but they are all from Bulacan. Look at the rebound battle at Taguig. Dominating 17-7. That's plus 10. So that should more or less explain why they are leading by this much, 18-11. Foul on the play. Foul is on Ivan Santos. At the line. a former winner of our Best Player Award, Mike Jefferson Sampurna. Of course, Sampurna has taken home his good share of Best Player honors. I mean, look at this. Look at the luxury of Coach Big Victoria. I mean, he can field in any player. You know, you just count how many different players have won the Best Player Award for the Generals. Goes to show that it's so hard to choose who to defend because anybody can hurt you. Meanwhile, Benedictos drives strong for the 2 points. Of course, the assist by Lorenzo. Alright, another rebound here for Bulacan. Hoping to inch closer. Lorenzo met by the defense. Back to Umakio, back to Lorenzo. Alright, they will backtrack a bit. During the 2-minute warning of the first quarter, you can say it's kind of a slow first quarter because of all the fouls and stoppages. Mayo, thinking about it. He will challenge Santos. Kick out. Good line though, but they keep it alive. And Sampurna at the right place at the right time for the 2 points. Now going back again to the first meeting, we flashed earlier the statistics. The reserves of Taguig outplayed the Republican reserves by a big margin. But then again, based on the game, that's why Bulacan escaped with a 3-point win. Look at this good line. And a good nose for the ball by Mike Jefferson Sampurna. Meanwhile, Ivan Santos collecting on the free throw. As J.R. Yasa will check it for the first time. Also, Noel Santos, another winner for the Best Player Award. Split by Santos. This is Ivan Santos, okay? And Noel Santos is the one playing for Taguig. Sublabas. Tanchoco, Francisco Tanchoco is in the game. And Tanchoco, oh boy! What a way to announce your arrival. Tanchoco with his patented 3-point shot. Top of the key. Capascio now. Met by a series of defenders. It's with Lorenzo. Lorenzo will use the screen. Met by the double. No good. I guess Lorenzo has earned the respect of the Taguig Generals defense. Oh, what a bounce pass. Santos hesitating a bit. Short. It's with Bulacan. Lorenzo. Capascio. Well, I don't know if that patch is affecting the shot of Capascio. Meanwhile, Humakyo draws the foul. It's on J.R. Yasa or John Reynold Yasa. See your screens there, assistant coach J.P. Magbita, who is handling the team today in the absence of Governor Daniel Fernando. Of course, we remember Coach Magbitang. He was a standout player at Centro Escolar University. And I think Coach Magbitang is young enough. I mean, he can still play. But I guess right now he prefers to coach. All right, Tanchoco. They give it to the post. Yasa to Tanchoco. Oh, offensive foul on Yasa. So 2 fouls now on Yasa. Yasa could not believe it. Here it is, look. So here's the handoff, but well, Yasa, took down Lorenzo there. So it will be a Bulacan ball. 9-point lead still for Taguig. Lorenzo. Game clock down to 10 seconds. So last shot time here for Bulacan. Humakyo will attack. Humakyo blocked. They keep it alive. Humakyo! All right. Let us wait for our referee's decision. Let us wait for the official decision. Oh, here's the replay. Look at the clock and the light. Well, I guess we don't need to wait for the light. As the referees have made the decision, it counts. So our score at the end of the first quarter, Taguig on top of Bulacan, 24-17. We'll be back with the second quarter. Stay with us for more here, NBL Chairman's Cup semifinals. Of course, we call this young man RVJ, RV Humakyo. These are his numbers for the conference. Of course, some trivia on RV. Aside from basketball, he is also a youth council chairman, or we call them Sangguniang Kabataan. He's the SK chairman of his place, of his barangay in Bulacan. So who knows, so we might see a future, maybe mayor or councilor of his place? And you can say you saw him first here in the NBL. Okay, second quarter underway. First possession with the Republicans. Capasio. Well, I can say at this point, Capasio is kind of affected by his wound on his eyebrow. Meanwhile, Santos with 2 points, up the lead of Taguig, back to 9. And look, some numbers here from the first quarter. Look at that, Edsel Galoy with 8 points. So there was a time, Galoy was like matching point for point the entire Bulacan quintet. Of course, Taguig shooting 37.5% from the field compared to 31.6%. So, like what they said, we expect these teams to light up the scoreboard, but unfortunately, in that first quarter, it was a feeling out process, so they were not able to churn out their usual offense. Oh, great pass! What a good read there by Lorenzo. It was good positioning there by Ivan Santos. So Bravas now. And you hear the background, Reveille. That should pump up everybody. Lorenzo passes too strong. Oh! Referee says play on. Yeah, that's good. That's legal. Capasio using the screen. Lorenzo hesitating. Lorenzo is fouled on the way to the hoop. I don't know. Has Lorenzo taken a rest? It looks like, well, checking the stats. Yes, yes, Coach Magbitang gave him a few minutes rest, and then he returned him quickly. But he is right now the most exposed player of Bulacan, Lorenzo. Shot on the way, no, battle for it. Won by Capasio, Bishop, Nescio, Humakyo. Oh, foul on Humakyo. Let's see, that's what? That's, okay, that's a second foul on RV. Here it is, look at this. Scramble for the ball. And RV just pushed away, yes. Very clear pushing off Dan Atin Natividad. Meanwhile, baseline, no. And it's with Capasio. Capasio now will survey. It's with Humaquio. Bounce pass. Oh, well read by the defense. It will stay with Bulacan. So far, both teams have scored only 2 points each in this second quarter, and we played almost 3 minutes. So that should further lessen the scoring pace. Inbound now. Lorenzo looks at the clock. It says 9 seconds. No. It is won by Natividad. Quickly covered by Lorenzo. Natividad. Yes, on the reverse. All right, that's 5 points now for Dan Anthony Natividad. Capasio trying to play the role of point forward. Nesho. Liwag against Mayo. This is good. Great help defense by Natividad. Results in a steal. Natividad off to the races for the 2 points. And now Coach John Paul Magbitang will burn another timeout. But look at the explosion here of Natividad. He has rocket boosters on his feet. Yes, while a reverse there. And then, of course, Natividad also playing defense. And like what I said, he's got rocket boosters on his feet. 2 points. Taguig. Our score 30-19. We'll be back for more of your NBL Chairman's Cup semifinals. You know, the other day, we were able to witness the championship of the NBL Youth Global Second Conference Finals, the 16 and under. Congratulations to the Emeralds Academy winning over the Epson Metal Edsai Green Knights in a thriller. And before you can say Emeralds, the next conference of the NBL Youth will be played in January 2023. So that should be one thing to look out for in the new year. Capasio will attack. And Capasio draws the foul. Again, we feel that Capasio is being affected by that cut on his eyebrow that he sustained early in the game. So right now, Capasio, let's check the numbers on Capasio. Of course, Capasio has yet to score. As you see in your screens there, Coach John Paul Magbitang. Capasio. Oh, even the free throws are not cooperating for games. Meanwhile, Lontok and Galoy will return. So there's more bad news for Bulacan because the #1 scorer in this game for Taguig is back, Edsel Galoy. Oh, 2 misses by Capasio. Wow, but they keep it alive. Ball's in the hands of Gabe. One-hander. Still no good, but Humak is there for the putback. And an early foul given up. Foul is on Reyes. Well, I guess the challenge here is for the other players of Bulacan to step up with the in the middle of the offensive struggles of Gabe Capasio. Offensive foul on the Generals. Coach Big Victoria on your screens. Here's what happened there. Oh, Galoy, you know, he had an elbow in contact with the face of Anesio. Lucky for him, the referees only deemed that an ordinary foul. Look at the hustle of Taguig. 15 second chance points against only 4 for Bulacan. And, you know, in the many games that I've watched, that is an indication of how much a team wants to win. Meanwhile, Capascio finally scores. As you see this, that's it. Great offensive rebound. That's the first point of Capascio. 30-23. We'll be back for more action in your NBL Chairman's Cup semifinals. Well, right now, amidst the struggles of Gabe Capascio, a lot of load has been placed on the shoulders of RB Humaquio, and so far Humaquio making a good account of himself. But then again, he needs help from his teammates. He cannot do it by himself. Natividad with more points to his name. Now, there's a time Natividad was leading the NBL in scoring, but right now, his average has settled down to 17 a game entering today. Of course, if you want to know, the leading scorer of the NBL in the elimination round was Orin Stephen Katakutan of the Quezon City All-Stars, averaging 28 points a game. Wow. I mean, that's 28 points a game. Yeah, it's still 28 points a game. So still a 9-point lead. Taguig are doing a good job of maintaining their distance. Okay, handoff. Capascio. Capascio will attack. Capascio. Still a good battle for it. So earlier we flashed a graphic regarding second chance points. So now we can see that Bulacan is trying to rack up some second chance points themselves. So you look at Liwag battling underneath. Of course, Liwag, he has the height and heft advantage against the front line of Taguig, and he should exploit that. Of course, you can say that Liwag is the first choice center of the Republicans. Of course, sometimes Ivan Santos starts, but in the end, it's Liwag that gets more minutes. So Liwag will be given another chance to shoot after a violation, an early entry. Okay, good. Leads down to 7, 32-25. Of course, Bulacan now needs some stops here. Lontok, handoff to Subrabas. Galoy. Galoy has yet to score in his return. Short. Battle for it. It's with Harvey. And a steal by Nesho. Great anticipation. Oh! Public display of rejection by Mayo on Nesho. Take a look at it again. What a... Again, it is a public display of rejection. Ooh, volleyball spike. Nesho missing, so it's with Natividad. I like the mindset of Natividad. Oh, Natividad wanting a circus shot there. But instead he will be fouled. Every time Natividad gets hold of the ball, you notice that his eyes are fixed towards the ring, and it's like he's running on 5th gear. So it's up to his teammates to play catch up. So on the line, Dan Natividad. And Coach Bagbitang can only laugh. But of course, we know that's a defense mechanism to hide his frustration over the last sequences Meanwhile, you see on your screens there, Coach Bing Victoria. Natividad, picture of concentration. Ah, misses. But it's with Lontok. Lontok, no. Back with Natividad for long shot. No good. Lontok still. Oh, where's the backs out there by Bulacan? They're just allowing the gig those easy offensive rebounds. Of course, Game 2 of this Best of 3 series will be this Sunday, December 18 at the Hagonoy Gym in Taguig City. That's along ML Quezon Avenue. Okay, Mayo now. And don't look now, the lead of Taguig is in double figures. 10 points. It matches their 24-14 lead earlier. So this matches their biggest lead. Okay, chance now to go for 12 or possibly even more. Natividad will explode. Rocket boosters, yes! Oh no, we've lost count of how many points Natividad has. So we'll just check at halftime. But you can say Natividad by himself dismantling the Republicans. Reyes with a 3-point shot. So slice of life here for Bulacan. Under 5 minutes left in the first half. Step back, Galoy. No score yet for Galoy in the second quarter. Reyes now to Nesho. Nesho will wait for teammates. Post play. Too much muscle there. Natividad again will attack. Oh, cut the basket was the foul for Natividad. And see the intensity on the face of Natividad. Here's again, his rocket boosters are really at work today. So bonus here for Natividad. 11-point lead. And this is the biggest lead of Taguig in this game. 42-30. Of course, on the part of Bulacan, they have to try. They must try to steal this game. Because like what I mentioned earlier, Game 2 will be in the friendly confines of the Hagonoy Gym in Taguig City. And you can say, you know, that is a built-in advantage for the home team generals. Lorenzo. Well, of course, we're still in the first half. A lot can happen from now until the final buzzer. Castro now with the clearance. Sublabas. You see the high screen. Sublabas from 15 feet. No. Whistle. Loose ball foul. On. Let's wait for the confirmation. So the Generals are now in the penalty. Free throw time here for the Republicans. So Reyes will shoot free throws. So this is number 5, Axel John Reyes. Entering this game, Reyes is averaging 3.3 points a game. His tournament high is 10 points against the Quezon City All-Stars. Second one coming for Reyes. They need this. And they should avoid making the gap unreachable. It should still be a manageable gap by halftime, which is about 3.5 minutes away. Okay, Lontok having a long time to decide. Finds Santos. Santos will attack too strong, and of course you don't like that. For coaches do not like that. Now a shot clock violation, and the team did not even try to put up a semblance of a shot. Now Coach Victor can only scratch his head in disbelief. Reyes now. Nearing the 3-minute mark. Lorenzo will use the screen of Liwag. Liwag. Jumper. No. Oh, rebound by the little guys from Brabas. Good timing there. Castro for 3. Okay, so only 1 3 so far for Castro. And ball bounces off a general, so it will go the way of Bulacan. Okay, Reyes. Bounce. Oh, well read by the defense, but it will stay with Bulacan. 15 on their shot clock. Okay, now Nesha will inbound to Lorenzo. Lorenzo. Bounce pass to the post. Javier wants a clear out. He will challenge Santos, and a region foul by Santos. And Santos could not believe it. It's always like that. Players do not believe they fouled. At the line, Irvin Javier. Of course, Javier has earned his minutes. Javier did not play that much in the early games of the Republicans, but I guess he has earned the confidence of Governor Daniel Fernando and his coaches. Of course, Governor Daniel Fernando, if you missed it, is the head coach of the Republicans, but today the team is being led by his assistant coach, John Paul Magbitang. Natividad. 1-on-1. Too deep. No look. Lontok. Good defense by Liwag. Lontok forced to shoot. Rebound there by Javier. Nesha now. Outlet. Lorenzo. And Lorenzo is no foul there. Referee says play on. Oh, resting underneath. Referees better check that. Javier. Jumper, too strong. 2-minute warning for the first half. Bounce pass to Santos, and counter basket was a foul for Noel Santos. His name is Noel. Christmas is just around the corner, ladies and gentlemen. Very unselfish play by Castro. That shows his confidence in his teammate. So at the line, Noel Santos. Of course, for all these remaining 4 teams in the NBL semifinals, they want nothing less than the championship for them to have a Merry Christmas 2022. Missed there by Santos. All right, Humakyo to Reyes. Reyes wants a clear out. Reyes. Last second dish to Santos, who does not. He rewards the confidence of Reyes with those 2 points. Natividad wants a clear out. Natividad from 16 feet. No. Nesha now. Nesha is padding the stats. A pass. Oh, circus shot. Javier is blocked from behind, and that's an obvious foul on Castro. We saw Castro, his hand getting entangled with the arm of Irvin Javier. Only the first foul on Castro. At the line, Irvin Javier, like what I said, Irvin Javier, his hard work in games and in practice has earned him more minutes as the tournament progressed. Right, second one on the way for Irvin Javier. 8-point lead for Bulacan. I mean, for Taguig rather. They have possession. Sampurna. Of course, credit Taguig for good lead management. Oh, nobody was looking. And Sampurna missing the gimme. Nesho for 3. Oh boy! Cold-blooded 3 by Nesho, blowing a kiss to the crowd. The confidence with a capital C on Nesho. And that's our score. It's down to 5, 44-39. We'll be back for more of your NBL Chairman's Cup. Slice of the crowd here at the Brenzy Giao Convention Center. That's right, we got a good crowd developing here. And if you're nearby, do drop by the Brenzy Giao Convention Center. Enjoy some high-quality professional basketball that only the NBL can bring you. Admission is free. Just follow our health protocols. Natividad ask for a clear out again. And Santos scores despite that big hack. Referee says play on, and they did not call a foul there. Okay, Nesho will bring it down. Met by Sampurna. Last shot time here for Bulacan. Pumakyo. Nesho for 3. Short. We saw that. We saw the path of the ball. Last shot time now for the Generals. Sampurna, helter-skelter, steal. And here's the prayer. And the prayer was not answered. So at halftime, our scoreboard reads 46-39, a 7-point lead for the for the Taguig Generals over the Bulacan Republicans. Look at this, Dan Ati Natividad, 17 points, 7 rebounds, 2 steals. And he has been the catalyst for Bulacan. We'll discuss more about Natividad and the stats after this break. You are watching the 2022 NBL Chairman's Cup, the semifinals.
Yeah, handa na makipagsabayan. Kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag. May kahalong pangarap, gustong maiangat. Larong aking pinag-usayan. Walang pake kahit na malatayan. Kahit anong sabihin nila, wala akong pakialam sa lahat ng bagay. Alam nyo na ba, hindi nyo ako maikukumpara. Bawat laro sa aking kada pasa. Sa alab na puso, laging aasa. Handang sugurin ang lahat, tigante man ang katapat. Panis yan sa'kin sapagkat panalo ay aking hangad. Mabigyan ng buhay pagsabayan.
Manalo, he fakes. Manalo, no look pass inside. Esguera, short stop for 2. Look at this move. This no look pass by Christian Manalo to Leo Esguera.
Kahit na malatayan, kahit anong sabihin nila, wala akong pakialam sa lahat ng bagay. Alam nyo na ba, hindi nyo ako
Katakutan, crossover move. Katakutan attacks. And Katakutan with the 2. Another basket for Orin Katakutan. And Quezon City up by 6.
Mabigyan ng buhay, pangarap at hangarin na maging
Butas.
mahusay.
He's feeling it. Butas! Oh! Butas had 15 points in that second quarter alone.
Lahat ng harang ay aking sasagasaan. Walang mahirap kung hindi paglalaanan. Lakas at tapang sa bawat laban. Ito ang digan ng
As expected. against Nesio. The screen by Santos. Santos, the drop pass. Galoy for 2. What a play for the Taguig Generals. Unselfish basketball for Taguig. Santos finds Galoy inside for 2. And now the Generals are up in front. What a pass by Santos. Finding a much open Galoy for 2.
May pangarap handang makipagsabayan sa
Here we go.
walang
9.2 seconds left.
may nagustong
Lorenzo. Medina. Drive, spin move. Medina uses the left hand to tie the game. 5.5 seconds left. Jobert Medina with the lay-in.
buhay. Pangarap at hangarin na maging mahusay. Sa daang matira matibay. Ang kailangan
Katakutan! Yes! Let's enjoy this circus shot by Katakutan. Wow!
sa tapang sa bawat laban.
NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan. Homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL.
Bulacan looking to extend the lead. Lorenzo. Wild shot and he scores! No look shot by Jeff Lorenzo. Absorbing contact and he just threw up that basketball. And that went in off the glass.
Kahit mahirap sisikaping abutin. Sa itaas ay tumingin. Pagbutin ang lahat ang bituin ay sungkitin. Mabigyan ng buhay. Pangarap at hangarin na maging mahusay. Sa daang matira
For Bulacan to take the lead. Karongoy with the ball. Karongoy as the atan. Karongoy off the glass! Kenneth Karongoy gives Bulacan the lead with 17.6 seconds left. And once again, Kenneth Karongoy called off the bench.
daanan, hindi susukuan. Dapat pagusayan. Tuloy-tuloy.
Mayo on the break. Ganya with a slammer! Nice connection inside, and the Kapampangan Skywalker with the finish to the delight of the Pampanga crowd. Always a highlight reel waiting to happen, just like this one as Tamayo feeds it to CJ Ganya for the finish.
Hirapan dakong daanan, hindi susukuan. Dapat pagusayan.
Off the mark, and Quezon City looking for a fast break, but that was swiped by Kamsur. Then Rosario, no good but a dunk! A follow-up slam by Mendenilla. Mendenilla cleans up the miss to score on that follow-up slam.
Sa daang matira matibay. Ang kailangan ko lang ay magsanay. Hindi na pwede na ako ay panghinaan. Lahat ng harang ay aking sasagasaan. Walang mahirap kung hindi paglalaanan. Lakas at tapang sa bawat laban.
NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan. Homegrown, handang makipagsabayan.
Yeah, handa na makipagsabayan. Kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag. May kahalong pangarap gustong maiangat. Larong aking pinag-usayan. Walang pake kahit na malatayan. Kahit anong sabihin nila, wala akong pakialam sa lahat ng bagay. Alam nyo na ba, hindi nyo ako maikukumpara. Bawat laro sa aking kada pasa. Sa alab na puso laging aasa. Handang sugurin ang lahat, tigante man ang katapat. Panis yan sa'kin sapagkat panalo ay aking hangad. Mabigyan ng buhay, pangarap at hangarin na maging mahusay. Sa daang matira matibay, ang kailangan ko lang ay magsanay. Hindi na pwede na ako ay panghinaan. Lahat ng harang ay aking sasagasaan. Walang mahirap kung hindi paglalaanan. Lakas at tapang sa bawat laban.
NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan. Homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan. Nag-aalab ng pusong handang makipagsabayan.
Pasok palagi ang bola, hindi naliligaw. Batang may galawan kaya halimaw bumitaw. Bawat pagtira may kumpiyansa sa sarili, di mapigil ng marami, malupit na dumiskarte. Handang pakita sa mundo ang pagkakaiba. Pag may pangarap handang makipagsabayan sa bawat larong walang humpay, kamay na gustong sumabay. Bawat sakit na may aray, kahit mapagod maglaway, gagawin ko ang lahat kahit ang kaya di sapat. Kahit ang pawis bumakatuloy pa din sa pag-angat, hindi ako mapipigilan lumipad. Ibibigay ko ang lahat sagad-sagad. Mabigyan ng buhay, pangarap at hangarin na maging mahusay. Sa daang matira matibay, ang kailangan ko lang ay magsanay. Hindi na pwede na ako ay panghinaan, lahat ng harang ay aking sasagasaan. Walang mahirap kung hindi paglalaanan, lakas at tapang sa bawat laban.
NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng pusong handang makipagsabayan.
Ang hirap handa kong daanan, hindi susukuan, dapat pag-usayan, tuloy-tuloy lang. Kakayanin na lahat na harapin, kahit mahirap sisikaping abutin. Sa itaas ay tumingin, pagbutiin ang lahat, ang bituin ay sungkitin. Mabigyan ng buhay, pangarap at hangarin na maging mahusay. Sa daang matira matibay, ang kailangan ko lang ay handa na makipagsabayan, kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak,
Gabe Capascio sustained a cut on his eyebrow. That's why he was unable to play for a long time. Of course, the story there is Dan Anthony Natividad. Leading the way early for Taguig. Come the second quarter, still more of Natividad. I mean, Natividad was everywhere. I mean, he was leading fast breaks. He was setting up the half-court offense. Of course, with the good play of Natividad, it's really contagious. No? It rubbed on to his teammates. Natividad, the one-man fast break. Of course, Christian Nesho with a very confident three-point shot there. And that's our score at halftime. Look at the comparative numbers. Well, we will not be surprised. Taguig is shooting 41% compared to 30% for Bulacan. And the Generals, they have overcome the height advantage of Bulacan. They are winning the rebounds 20-16. Also points in the paint 14-12. That is surprising because Bulacan is a much taller team compared to Taguig. Okay, we'll check our leading scorers. Of course, Natividad head and shoulders above everybody with 17 points. Galoy, well, he was the initial salvo for Taguig with 8 points. Of course, Humakyo and Reyes have been trying their best to make up, as right now their leading scorer Gabe Capascio is struggling at the moment. But of course, this is the second half, so perhaps both coaches for both sides have given out a few words to inspire their players, and we might see a higher quality of play come the second half. Okay, and by the way, next month, it's next month already. That's right, January 23. Stand by, because we will be having the first conference of season 23 of the NBL Youth Global. And just like our recently concluded second conference 2022, now we'll be seeing teams from overseas Filipino communities. Again, not just like in the recent conference, we had a team representing our kababayans in Saudi Arabia. And we will just announce the teams once they are confirmed. But meanwhile, on your screens right now, well, this young man on your screen looks like he's still young enough to play for NBL Youth. But of course, we know he's more than 19 years old already, Dan Natividad. But sometimes you might mistake him for a 19-year-old. But the skills are way beyond his years, as shown in that first half of 17 points. Again, 17 points, 7 rebounds, 2 steals for Dan Anthony Natividad. The standout from the Eulogio Amang Rodriguez Institute of Science and Technology, IRIST. That's in Manila. So first offensive by Bulacan does not reap dividends. So first offensive here for Taguig. Mayo pops out, met by Humakyo. Humakyo now playing with 2 fouls. Lontok, this is his favorite move. Yes, 2 points. Jonathan Lontok. Nine-point lead again for Taguig. They have maintained their lead at around this range. 9 points, 8 points, 10 points. Humakyo, yes! I was wondering, what if Humakyo could snap on a few extra pounds of muscle on his frame? No, considering his style of play. Mayo with the close range. Lorenzo. No, Julius Felix Lorenzo, he was the most exposed player for Bulacan. No, he played 18 of the 24 minutes in that first half. But again, Lorenzo with only 2 points. 4 points, 4 points for Lorenzo. Natividad against Lorenzo. This is a good matchup. Lontok, no. Alright, Nesho. Looking for teammates. He will wait for his teammates now. Nesho, kick out to Capasio. Back to Nesho, open! No. Offensive rebound. Humakyo missing the close range stab. And a foul. All right, calling in the cavalry. The cavalry is on the way. The background music, it's like those horn sounds that you hear in those cowboy movies. Lontok against Santos. Lontok. Kick out to Castro. Castro. Scoop shot. Yes! And Castro nods in approval. Okay, they post Capasio. Capasio now. Kick out Lorenzo. Open. Oh, Lorenzo stepped on the line. The heel of his shoe. I see now Coach John Paul Magbitang. Actually, Coach Magbitang and Lorenzo, they both played in the NASCU, but they did not get to match up with each other. Of course, we know Coach Magbitang much older than Lorenzo. Coach Magbitang played for CEU, Centro Escolar University, and Lorenzo for La Salle Araneta. Meanwhile, Mayo adds the lead, and this is now the biggest lead of the gig. 13 points, 54-41, and we at around the 9-minute mark of the third. Santos, no. Rebound Nesho, still no good. Natividad, runner, no. Nesho now, helter-skelter basketball here in Brengao. Humakyo with the 2. You can say Humakyo, one of the few bright spots at the moment for the Republicans. Castro. He hands it off. Oh, Galoy! You have a whistle. Galoy's fouled. So Capasio. Here it is again. So it will just be an ordinary foul, a baseline inbound, or a sideline inbound rather, for Natividad. The foul came early. Lontok against Liwag. Castro open, short. Another rebound by Nesho. Capasio. Capasio is fouled. Let's see. Yes, he will be given continuation. Here it is again. That's the right thing, you know. Even if you hear the referee blow his whistle, just continue what you're doing, and he might just give you continuation. Believe it or not, that this is a mistake by Capascio. Believe it or not, Capascio, he has only 4 points in this game, including that recent basket. Humacchio using his length to bother the Generals. And with that score by Mayo, another timeout is called by the Republicans. Oh, what a stretch. Another angle. Just as nice. And that's the score. We'll be back for more of your NBL Chairman's Cup semifinals. And welcome back, basketball fans. As you see on the screen there, Gabe Capascio. Yeah, we are correct. Only 4 points by Capascio. But then again, we still have a lot of time for Gabe Capascio to get his numbers. Of course, Capascio entering this game is averaging 18 points a game. Capascio. Jumper. Yes. See, that's what we're talking about. Slowly but surely now, Capascio is regaining his rhythm after that big cut on his eyebrow in the first quarter. Castro, nice jumper. Nicer result. 5 points now. Yes, 5 points in the game for Castro. Lorenzo. Whoa! Back-to-back hits for Capascio, and he has now more than doubled his output. He now has 9 points in this ball game, and he is halfway to his average. 18 seconds on the shot clock for Taguig to work with. Okay, Castro, look at the form of Castro, one of the best pure shooters in the NBL. Out of the Philippine Christian University Dolphins, Fidel Castro. Natividad, forcing it, finds an open teammate, no! Natividad still, Natividad, great read by Lorenzo, 2 puntos! Hey, don't look now. The lead is down to 6. And now it's the turn of Coach Big Victoria to call a timeout. Yes, it's down to 6 with about 6 minutes left in the third. And we'll be back for more of your NBL Chairman's Cup semifinals. On your screens there, the huddle of the DF Bulacan Republicans. Of course, in the middle of that is Coach John Paul Magbitang. Right now, the once 13-point lead of Taguig has been whittled down to only 6 after those 5 points by Gabe Capascio and that breakaway layup before the timeout from Julius Felix Lorenzo. Castro for 3. Oh, they needed that. They needed that. It's like a fire extinguisher, that shot by Castro. Capascio. He has found his form. That is bad news for Taguig. Well, a miss there by Capasio. Galoy! Oh, Galoy with the offensive foul! And Galoy is pleading his case. Here it is again, look. Okay, Galoy will drive strong. Oh, yes. He warded off with his offhand. And it hit the face of Gabe Capasio. Of course, that's tough. I consider that Capasio already got a big cut there in the first quarter. He does not want another one. One is enough for today. Oh, strong move, but good defense there by Mayo. Mayo now will bring it down. Mayo. Well, Mayo did not do it for his teammates. I mean, it was 4 against 1 in that play, or 3 against 1. Got a wet spot there. Again, the lead of Taguig was down to only 4, and then suddenly a triple by Castro and a basket. So, easing the pressure a bit. Of course, it is not yet over. We're still in the fourth quarter ahead of us, and a lot of time still in this third quarter. Tanchoco, no. So only 3 points in this game for Francisco. Capasio. Reyes for 3. Okay, Sampurna. Natividad. Bounce pass. Oh, what? Everything but the shot for Sampurna. Capasio crossing the timeline. Capasio has more points in this third quarter than in the entire first half. Capasio, no. And Sampurna now after the races. Sampurna, oh, what good ball control there. Reyes, a steal by Sampurna, by Natividad, and Reyes slip. So it will be Taguig ball. Okay, Yasa will check back in. Oh yes, a slip, clear slip there by Reyes. Santos will return. So it seems that Coach Bagbitang, seeing the presence of Yasa, he wants somebody just as tall as Yasa. So he brings in Ivan Santos. Sublabas, good line, and a whistle. Loose ball foul. Oh, it's on a black shirt. Oh, third foul now on Yasa. Nesho, using the screen. Pumakyo for 3. Almost there. Battle for it. Ball tap. Won by Sampurna. Sampurna. The corner. Back to Sampurna. Sampurna. Sees Tanchoco. Tanchoco moves closer. Still no go. 3 points still for Tanchoco. Reyes now. Quickly. To Capasio. Capasio will attack. Capasio! Too fancy there. Santos. Sublabas. No look! Ball is loose. Who has it? It's with nobody. It's with Sublabas. Santos. And now, ball with the Republicans. Capasio. Now they'll set it up. Shot clock is down to 12 seconds. Down to 9 seconds. Capasio. Too strong. Taguig now with a chance to add to their lead. Tanchoco. Offensive foul on Taguig. And it's now the 4th personal foul on Yasa. Capascio will sit down. Lorenzo will come back in. It looks like there is no sign for Coach Victoria to replace the foul-troubled Yasa. Of course, Yasa picked up his 4th foul in that last sequence. Reyes will challenge Santos. Kick out. Lorenzo. Yes! Fresh off the bench. Lorenzo with the tray. Single-digit lead again for Taguig on that triple by Lorenzo. Yasa playing with 4 fouls. Hand off to Tansyoko. 2-minute warning. Santos! Yes! Again, good movement without the ball by Noel Santos. You should do that, or you should move around, or don't wait for the ball to go to you. You go to the ball. Go to where the ball is. Lorenzo is tripped. So, let's see. Oh. So, no penalty yet by either side. So it will mean an inbound for Lorenzo. Teams have not fouled that much in the 3rd quarter. Santos will bulldoze his way through for 2 points. It's down to 8 again. A stop here will be big for Bulacan. They need a stop here. Sampurna! Fouls on Benedictos. Yes, Benedictos was the last line of defense, and his hand got entangled with the bicep of Sampurna. So at the line for the bonus, Mike Jefferson Sampurna. Oh, that's not complete it. Lucky break there for Bulacan. Nesho. Oh, Nesho, that's an obvious foul. That is an obvious foul by Sublabas. Here it is again. Yep. You can look at it from any angle. It is a foul. An obvious foul. Nesho good on the first. You can see it has been Nesho who has been keeping the hopes of Bulacan alive for this entire game. Nesho now 2 for 2. Whereas Nesho needs all the help that he can get, especially come the 4th quarter, which is 1 minute away. A spin by Sampurna. But he spin too much. But they lose it. Ball is loose. Oh, Sampurna wanted to call a timeout. Oh, bodies everywhere. Oh, it's like rugby. Let's take a look at it again. Look at the intensity of these teams. Everybody wants the Spalding basketball. Wow. Again, it's like rugby, huh? So it will be a jump up between the two little guys, Sublabas and Lorenzo. And they are trying to outsmart each other. See, one thing about the jump ball, you are not supposed to move until the referee releases the ball. Oh, premature jump there by Sublabas. But he taps it. Look at the turnovers. 15 for Taguig, 7 for Bulacan, and Taguig is leading by a big margin. Think about it. If they took care of the ball more, this game could have been a blowout by now. But then again, that means that Bulacan still has a chance in this game, especially in the fourth quarter. All is not lost for Bulacan and their supporters, okay? You still have the fourth quarter. All right, Benedictos. No. Nesho. Still no good. And we have a good amount of Bulacan supporters here. Oh no, look to Santos. He could not complete though. And that signals the end of the third quarter. Our score is 67-59, an 8-point lead for the Taguig Generals. Of course, Natividad has been doing a little bit of everything to make his team look good. Of course, Capasio, the story there, Capasio heating it up in the third with 5 points. And then Sampoina with the stretch. Counter basket was the foul. That's the score. We'll be back with the deciding fourth quarter. Stay with us. You won't want to miss it. You are watching the NBL Chairman's Cup semifinals. And again, a slice of the crowd here at the Brenzy Giao Convention Center. Of course, a lot of these fans are here early also for our second game today between the defending champion Bulacan, Pampanga Delta and the visiting La Union Power. That will come at around 6 o'clock later tonight, Philippine time. Of course, shout out to all our fans who are watching all over the world through Facebook Live and on YouTube. So wherever you are on God's green earth, well, we hope you enjoy watching this game as much as we enjoy bringing it to you. 67-59 is our lead. Entering the fourth, Andy Servino here at the Brenzy Giao Convention Center as Benedictos opens the fourth with a beautiful stretch layup. Benedictos now with 4 points in this game. Oh! Tanchoco gets a push back and more with that 3-point shot. Tanchoco now with 6 points. 5 triples in the game for both teams. 5 for Taguig, 5 for Bulacan. Including that last one by Tanchoco. Alright. Reyes against 2 defenders. And he is blocked. Ball will go on the bounce in favor of Bulacan. Look at this, Tanchoco. Second triple of the game for Francisco Tanchoco. He has 2 of the 5 triples of Taguig. What gives? Oh, a foul. Foul of Sublabas. Third foul on Harvey. Here's what happened. So look at Harvey, okay, number 69. Oh, yes. He was a little bit playful there with Nesho. Too playful for his own good. Reyes. Nesho bubbles a bit. He recovers. Using the screen by Santos. Nesho, leaner. No. Rebound, Yasa. So Yasa is playing despite carrying 4 fouls. Okay, Sampurna. Tanchoco. Tanchoco finds Sublabas. Santos asking for it. Santos with a mismatch. Santos gets it back. 2 points. Well, it's good that they saw that Santos was being posted up by the much smaller Nesho, and they read the mismatch very well. Talking about the Generals. Oh, steal by Taguig. Sublabas. Sublabas. Extra pass, Tansyoko. Alright, shot clock down to 14. Tansyoko! No! And referees blow their whistles. Another foul on Sublabas. 4 fouls on Sublabas. Meanwhile, some bad news for Bulacan. Coach Bing Victoria will reinsert Edsel Galoy and Dan Anthony Natividad. His 2 leading scorers, of course, Natividad with 17 points. And Galoy with 8 points. Bumakyo, one-hander, no. Santos with the rebound. Natividad. By the way, Natividad did not score in the third quarter. Tansyoko with a miss. Batted to Santos. Shot clock says 12 seconds. They have to make their move. Tansyoko. And Tansyoko traveled. Yes. He lost control. Ball getting jammed between his hands and his body. Coach Big Victoria continuing to egg on his players. Castro is back in the game. Castro with 10 points. Second leading scorer in the game for Taguig, Fidel Castro. Lorenzo. He wants a screen. He will get a double screen. Benedictos pumps out. Benedictos! No! Liwag recovers. Back to Lorenzo. Fresh shot clock. But it's down to 7 seconds. Foul on yes, it is on Yasa. And there's 5 fouls now on John Reynald Yasa. So finally, Coach Victoria will sit down Yasa. And Mayo will come in to replace him. And also Jonathan Lontok will replace Noel Santos. I'm sure Santos will be back later on. Probably be part of the finishing 5 of Coach Victoria. Nesho! No! And it's won by the Generals. Castro. No look to Natividad, and no! Yes! Referees make the sign for a sportsmanlike foul. And we will review. Now let's see how the contact was made by Benedictos. Again, Benedictos, the last line of defense for Bulacan. And with the way Natividad fell down, it looked really dangerous. Oh yes, look at that. He grabbed on the shoulder of Natividad and took him down after that well-executed no-look pass by Fidel Castro. Yes, he grabbed the shoulder and he took down Natividad. So let's see what will the referees rule on that. Okay, it's an unsportsmanlike foul on Benedictos. That's right. So Benedictos will have to sit down for 3 basketball minutes, and he will be eligible to return by the 5-minute and 34-second mark. That is if Coach Magbitang will decide to put him back. But again, he has to sit down for 3 minutes after that hard foul, or one sportsmanlike foul on Dan Atin Natividad. So Javier will replace the temporarily exiled Benedictos. First one is good for Natividad. So after these free throws, the ball will stay with the Generals. But then again, if you saw the way that Natividad fell, I mean, it really looked dangerous. So Castro will do the sideline inbound. Natividad has it. He will use the double screen by Mayo and Lontok. Castro asking for it. Natividad did not see. Instead, feeds Mayo underneath. Ah, what a battle. It's a no man's land underneath that basket. Quickly now, Humakyo! And Humakyo settles for the finger roll. I remember Humakyo opened this game with a missed dunk. Can you say that missed dunk probably dictated the way that Bulacan would play today? I don't know, but we'll see. We still have a lot of time left. Galoy ending his long silence on offense. Meanwhile, the Republicans call a timeout, but before that, let us enjoy this finger roll by Humakyo. Yep. Appreciate, don't hate. And we'll be back for more of your NBL. Stay there, please. So let us review again our bracket. This is bracketology, NBL style. Of course, the Republicans, number 3 seed, they eliminated the Quezon City All-Stars last Sunday in Muntinlupa City, and now they are here in Game 1 of the Best of 3 series of the NBL Champions Cup semifinals. Seconds to work with for Bulacan. 13-point lead, but it's still manageable. We still got 7:44 left. Who knows? All it takes are a few defensive stops and, of course, points off these defensive stops. Humakyo, jumper, off the screen, no. And a foul is called. Pass on Castro, third on Castro. 14 on the shot clock. Nesho with the sideline inbound. Javier pops out. Javier, 3. Yes! Erwin Javier now with 8 points to his name. Galoy has 10 points to his name. Natividad has 17 to his name. And Anthony Servillo is my name. Okay, Natividad. He has not scored in the third. In fact, he has not scored in the entire second half. And referee says, Bulacan basketball. Lorenzo against Galoy. Lorenzo. Dish. Extra pass. Yes! 5 straight points now for Javier. He has 10 points. Galoy. No. Oh, Natividad. Nobody boxed at Natividad. What a lucky break here for Bulacan. Referee blows his whistle. It's a foul on Mayo. So Lorenzo will do the inbound after that collision with Mayo. So a quick substitution here. Sampurna will replace Castro. Nesho now crossing the timeline. They are behind by single digits, 8 points. Liwag, oh! And a rebound by Sampurna. Sampurna, extra pass, don't talk with the reverse. So you admire the footwork of Lontok. No, he moves well for his size and height. Lorenzo, 10-point lead for Taguig. What will Lorenzo do? Finds Javier. He knows that Javier is hot, and Javier is hacked and fouled. At the line, Urban Javier. And he is, you can say, a ray of hope for Bulacan so far at this juncture. Good on the first. Now he needs to make this second even more to enhance the chances of his team of coming back. Yes. Again, 8-point lead for Taguig. Oh, steal! Completed steal! And you can see a frustration foul given up by Sampurna. Yes, it happens a lot. You know, after that uncalled for error. In frustration, Sampurna just grabbed at the jersey of this Republican defender. So Lorenzo, oh Lorenzo! What a time to miss! What a time to miss for Julius Felix Lorenzo. Under 6 minutes left. Oh, 2 misses! Wow, that makes it worse. Natividad asking for it. Natividad met by 2 defenders. Sampurna wants a clear out. Lontok against Javier. Lontok. No! Loose ball foul on a black shirt. Oh! Yes, you don't do that. That is not allowed. You do not point an accusing finger at our officials. That is an automatic technical foul. Yes. And now the coaching staff of the Generals up in arms. See, here's what happened. Okay, here's the loose ball foul on called on Mayo, and then Mayo points an accusing finger at our referees. So aside from the foul, he gets a technical foul. So a double black eye for Larry John Mayo. Yes, that's a given. No, you do not do that to our officials. Meanwhile, a warning is slapped on the Generals bench for improper bench decor. Of course, earlier you saw Coach Big Victoria and all his assistant coaches, Coach Mixon Ramos, Coach Christopher Villamayor, all up in arms in protest. Meanwhile, Javier calmly sinking his free throw. Again, they need this now more than ever. So all eyes now on this young man, Urban Javier. He is a rookie. This is his first, this Chairman's Cup is his first NBL action. So 2 for 2 for Urban. I'm not sure if we're going to give out a Rookie of the Year award. I think we will. We've given that before. Aside, of course, from our best, from our MVP, Mythical 5. Meanwhile, Coach Big Victoria sensing trouble. That's her score. Leads down to 6. We'll be back for the exciting conclusion of this game. Stay with us for more of the NBL Chairman's Cup semifinals. So the Taguig Generals, they march back into the battlefield of the Brenzi Giao Convention Center. So so Javier will shoot more free throws. Of course, earlier, you know, those free throws were for the foul, and for the technical foul. And this is so now 3 free throws in a row for Erwin Javier from the foul and then the technical foul on Mayo. So it's down to 5. We have a ball game here at Brenzi Giao. Of course, if you're wondering what the Z in Brenzi Giao stands for, it's Zabala. Bren Zabala Giao, the former governor of Pampanga during the late 80s to the early 90s. Mayo losing it, gets control, and oh, Mayo! Backing violation, yes! Good call by our officials. They saw that. Big chance now here for the Republicans. Oh, but ball batted out to stay with Bulacan. So 7 on the shot clock. Bulacan has to move quickly. We are literally on the edge of our seats here. Javier, kick out. Lorenzo, 3 seconds. Lorenzo forcing the shot. No! And referee says, stop the play. You have to inbound. It's a violation. The ball did not hit the ring. They will have to inbound. Talk about the Generals. But then again, on the positive side, Bulacan, they can now set up their defense and get that much needed stop. They are only separated by 5 points. It was as high as 13 points, 54 to 41 in the third quarter. So Galoy with the inbound to Natividad. This is about the time that both coaches will start filling in their so-called finishing 5. On Natividad, met by a good defense. And ball is loose. No, it will not count. Yes, it will not count. Very clear. It is a shot clock violation. So, both teams are trading shot clock violations. Here it is again. Okay, look at the clock. Yes. Ball was still in the palms of the Generals. Nesho. And ball batted out. 18 on the shot clock for Bulacan. But again, this will be a very important possession for the Republicans. They need to score here. Battle for it. Oh, good stop by Taguig. Sampurna. Oh, Sampurna! Yes! Skying for that layup. Mike Jefferson Sampurna. It's like the Jefferson airplane. Rock band. Oh, drop pass. Missing the easy shot, but they get it back. And now Javier refusing to quit. He does not know the meaning of the word surrender. Meanwhile, referees have to sort things out. We have another possible unsportsmanlike foul. Of course, they will review to make sure that the call is correct. Well, right now, Herald Benedictos is eligible to come back, but it seems that Coach Bagbitang is not fielding him back. Of course, earlier, Benedictos was slapped with an unsportsmanlike foul. He had to sit for 3 minutes, and he was eligible to return 2 minutes ago. Let's see. All right, here's the replay. Let's call it as it is. All right. So we look away from the basket. What happened there? What happened there? So referees will see what will be the verdict. Well, it's up to you to see it or analyze what was shown on the instant replay. Oh,
And on number 28, Julius Lorenzo, his third personal.
okay, so it's going to be a double foul on Sampurna and Lorenzo. But the onus there is that it's the fifth foul on Sampurna and only 3 for Lorenzo. And because of that, ball will stay with the Taguig. Natividad. They're ahead only by 5. Of course, Bulacan needs a stop here. A stop here will be major. A foul by Javier. Yep. Oh no. Oh, Humakyo. 4th foul now on RV. Taguig now, ball back in their hands. Natividad finds Sampurna. Sampurna looks for an opening. Sampurna, bunny hop to the basket, gets 2 points. Big basket by Sampurna. Big time players making big time plays. Lorenzo having trouble. Hands off to Nesho. Nesho. Some playground dribbling. Liwag. Yes! Lead back to 5. Five-point lead again for Taguig. Galoy. Looks a pass. Mayo, no! Here's the big stop that Bulacan is looking for. Now they have to score. They need to score in any form. Nesho. Underneath! Back-to-back hits by Liwag. And because of that, Coach Ping Victoria says, I've seen enough. I need a timeout. Power move by Liwag underneath. The lead is down to 3. And we'll be back for more of your NBL Champions Cup, the semifinals. Yes, next month, watch out for NBL Youth. That's right, the first conference of season 23. Again, a good-sized crowd here developing at the Brenzi Giao Convention Center in city of San Fernando, Pampanga. In anticipation of our main game between the home squad, the defending champion, Pampanga Delta, and the visiting Loudon Department. Before that, last to the steal! Counter steal! Natividad, stolen! But there's a foul. Fouls on Lorenzo. Only the 4th foul on Lorenzo. Look at this wild sequence. Look at that. Steal, counter steal, and then the foul. Lontok, this will be a key possession for the Generals. This might dictate who will go on to win this game. Mayo. Oh, missed by Mayo. Ball will stay with... Okay, referees are pointing in opposite directions. Okay, so they will now review to come up with a unified decision. All right, let's see. Here's the miss by Mayo. Look at those hands battling. Look, watch out for those hands battling for the ball. Okay, it's with a white shirt. And of course, let's see. Maybe another angle will be more conclusive. Okay, it stays with Taguig, yes. Last touch on Liwag. Meanwhile, situational sub here. Castro is coming in to replace Galoy. Baseline inbound again. This might dictate who will go on to win this game. Castro! Another miss! Mayo! Oh yes! Big basket by Larry John Mayo. Off the miss by Fidel Castro. They did not box out Mayo properly, and they paid dearly for it. Here's another angle with the same result. And lead is up to 5 again for Taguig. We'll be back for the final minute and 30 of this game. Stay with us. Welcome back, basketball fans. That's a score 84-79. Before this timeout, the Taguig Generals scored on a putback by Larry John May, who's on your screen right now, to up their lead to 5. But then again, all is not lost. Hope springs eternal for the Bulacan Republicans. They still have a lot of chances. Of course, that's our situation here. The Generals with 1 full and 1 30-second timeout left. Only 1 30-seconder left for Coach Magbitang and the Republicans. So that is one number that is not in their favor. Nesho. Now they need to score. Humakyo! Too strong. Battle for it. It's with Natividad. Big stop here by the Generals. Sampurna. Natividad. Natividad will take his sweet time. Asking for a clear out. Natividad. Shot clock is down to 8 seconds. And a steal! Big stop here by Javier. Nesho. Pass is weak, but he gets the ball back. Liwag now. Lorenzo will attack. Lorenzo missing the layup. And bodies all over the court. That was a big miss by Lorenzo. If that went in, that would have easily changed the complexion of this ball game. Yes, Maya was just pushed out of bounds there. But that was a crucial miss for Bulacan. So all eyes now on Larry John Mayo. And he can now, tighten the noose a little more around the necks of the Republicans if he makes the second free throw. They are ahead by 6. He can make it a 3-possession ball game. Yes, he does. So now, Coach John Paul Magbitang has called his last timeout of the game. He has no more timeouts left. That's our score, and we'll be back with the final 52 seconds of this game. Stay with us. You're watching the NBL semifinals. All right, we're back. It's only a 30-second timeout by Bulacan, and Mike Sampurna, look at that, 11 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, doing a little bit of everything off the bench. For Sampurna, with numbers like that, that makes him a prime candidate for our best player of the game, and of course, we will reveal our best player in about 52 seconds or so, or more. If we go into overtime, possible. It has happened. bigger leads have, like this, bigger leads than this have disappeared in even shorter time. So again, that's confirmation. No more timeouts for the Republicans. Humaquio. Oh, he's fouled. Yes, that's an obvious foul on Humaquio. So first things first, the comeback of Bulacan starts with 2 free throws by RV Humaquio. He has to make both. Wow. You could just feel the, the collective pain right now being felt by the supporters of the Republicans after that miss by Humaquio. Oh, 2 misses! That makes it worse. Okay, Taguig can ice the game with this possession. They had put the game beyond reach. Here's a foul. Okay, we have the timeout called. And we'll be back. Yeah, 30-second timeout called by Coach Bing Victoria. We'll be back for the final 36 seconds of this ball game. Stay with us. You're watching the NBL Chairman's Cup semifinals. On the screens right now, the Taguig Generals. Game 2 of this series will be this Sunday at the Hagonoy Sports Center in Barangay Hagonoy, Taguig City. The NBL will be played there for the first time since January of 2020. It's been a while. Of course, for sure, our fans in Taguig have waited long enough for the NBL to make a grand return to their city. Okay, Taguig now look. Oh! Nobody was looking there, and they paid really for it. Galoy with the unmolested 2 points, and that should be it. We're just waiting for the final score. 3 on the way, no. And Taguig will just dribble the time away. No more shot clock. Coaches Victoria and Magmitang meet at center court, exchange pleasantries. And they'll just wait for the buzzer to sound. The sweet sound of success for the Taguig Generals. And the horn sounds. Our final score, 88-79, a 9-point win for the Taguig Generals over the Bulacan Republicans. And we'll be back for our best player and to break down this game after this commercial break. Stay with us.
Yeah, handa na makipagsabayan. Kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag. May kahalong pangarap, gustong maiangat. Larong aking pinag-usayan. Walang pake kahit na malatayan. Kahit anong sabihin nila, wala akong pakialam sa lahat ng bagay. Alam nyo na ba, hindi nyo ako maikukumpara. Bawat laro sa aking kada pasa. Sa alab na puso, laging aasa. Handang sugurin ang lahat, tigante man ang katapat. Panis yan sa'kin sapagkat panalo ay aking hangad. Mabigyan ng buhay, pangarap at hangarin na maging mahusay. Sa daang matira matibay, ang kailangan ko lang ay magsanay. Hindi na pwede na ako ay panghinaan, lahat ng harang ay aking sasagasaan. Walang mahirap kung hindi paglalaanan, lakas at tapang sa bawat laban.
NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown. Handang makipag makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng pusong handang makipagsabayan.
Pasok palagi ang bola, hindi naliligaw. Batang may galawan, kaya halimaw bumitaw. Bawat pagtira may kumpiyansa sa sarili, di mapigil ng marami, malupit na dumiskarte. Handang pakita sa mundo ang pagkakaiba. Pag may pangarap, handang makipagsabayan sa bawat larong walang humpay, kamay na gustong sumabay. Bawat sakit na may aray, kahit mapagod maglaway. Gagawin ko ang lahat kahit ang kaya di sapat, kahit ang pawis bumakatuloy pa din sa pag-angat. Hindi ako mapipigilan lumipad, ibibigay ko ang lahat sagad-sagad. Mabigyan ng buhay, pangarap at hangarin na maging mahusay. Sa daang matira matibay, ang kailangan ko lang ay magsanay. Hindi na pwede na ako ay panghinaan, lahat ng harang ay aking sasagasaan. Walang mahirap kung hindi paglalaanan, lakas at
Confirmation of our final score. Congratulations to the Taguig City Generals. 9-point winners, 88-79 over the very game. DF Bulacan Republicans. We have here our best player of the game with a great stat line. 19 points, 12 rebounds, double-double, 6 assists, 3 steals, a little bit of everything. No other than from the Taguig City Generals, Dan Anthony Natividad. All over the court. Pag-usapan natin, no, very good start ka. First half, on fire ka na kagad. Anong nangyari doon?
Yun nga, nagtiwala po kasi yung mga coaches sa akin na iakyat po ako ng first group po. Kaya lagi po ako nag-go hard.
Okay, go hard. Plus, in the second half, napansin ko na talagang pinag-initan ka na ng Bulacan. Ano bang nangyari doon?
Ayun po, siguro gusto po nila akong physical para ma-stop po siguro.
By the way, no, gano'n ka-importante itong panalo nyo today sa game 1 ng selling best of 3?
Ayun po, sobrang ano po sa amin to kasi sa second game po kasi sa home court namin gusto namin na ibigay yung game namin sa Taguig po, na doon na po tapusin yung game.
Ayun, at since nabanggit mo nga ng susunod nyo, ang game 2 ay gaganapin sa Taguig City, invite mo naman yung ating mga fans, yung ating mga tagahangan na manood ng live sa venue. At siyempre, ito na yun yung pagkakataon na magpasalamat sa lahat na sumusuporta at nagmamahal sa iyo at sa team na Taguig Generals.
Ayun na, iniimbitahan ko po yung mga tiga-Taguig na manood po sa game namin sa Sunday sa Hagonoy Gym po. Ayun, binabati ko rin po yung family ko tsaka si mama na nasa 7 na. Alam ko man na proud ka sa akin. Tsaka po sa mga family ko, sa mama at papa ko, sa lolo ko tsaka sa mami ko nasa ibang bansa. Binabati ko rin po pala si Boss Siopaw sa Master Showman tsaka si Boss John John. Ako si Dan Natividad, certified homegrown ng Taguig Generals.
There you have it, our best player of the game from the Taguig Generals, Dan Anthony Natividad. Of course, as our best player, he will receive gift certificates from our sponsors. And let's review what happened there. His path to greatness today in that first quarter. Like what I said, no, starting hot. He was a house on fire in the first half. Dan Anthony Natividad. Good start by Taguig. Of course, doing a little bit of everything, feeding his teammates. Fidel Castro responding with a 3-point shot. Now Natividad with a 3 of his own. 24-17. Taguig on top after 1. They would never give up that lead. They would lead by as big as 14 points. Of course, because of the good playmaking of Natividad. No setting up his teammates. And of course, if his teammates won't score, he will score himself. Just like that. Of course, Bulacan not giving up that easy. Christian Nesho ending the first half on a high, giving them momentum entering the second half. But then again, Taguig got other plans. Another assist by Natividad to the waiting Larry John Mayo. Of course, Gabe Capascio, after a forgettable first half, got his game going. But of course, he really needed help from his teammates. Because when you talk about help from teammates, Mike Sampurna was a big help. That's why Taguig stayed on top, 67-59. And by the fourth quarter, one last push by the Republicans, starting with that stretch by Benedictos. But then again, Taguig with a ready answer to the repeated threats of Bulacan in that fourth quarter. And then a big putback here by Mayo. One of the, you can say, one of the keys to the. And then this is the knockout blow, the unmolested alley-oop for Edsel Galoy, and that's our final score, 88-79. Congratulations to the Taguig Generals. They are up in the best of 3 series 1-0. And we are ready for game 2 this Sunday. But before that, we will open our other semifinal. It's going to be a good one. The home team, the defending champion, Pampanga Delta, taking on the visitors, the La Union Power, immediately after this commercial break. Stay with us for more of your NBL Chairman's Cup semifinals.